I'm back. And this is the cutting I've got. Funny thing, instead of really concentrating on roots, it decided to finish that top leaf and start another one. You were supposed to go into shock and then come back and then grow roots and then think about growing leaves. Did nobody tell you? And here we have some blooms starting on the last African violet to do anything. Going from last to first. That's all the blooms that decided to pop out on that. And then this one's got a bloom out. And of course some more coming. But today, seems like all three orchids are doing something. Actually, 4. Okay, sorry I bumped into one of my plants. This one is still working on 12 blooms, despite the original only having 9. This one wants to do 12. And in this little hole here, I'm going to try to steady the camera better. Doesn't want to focus. There we go. Got a little something in between blooms poking outside. Kind of looks like one of the eyes, but that typically doesn't happen in the middle of the bloom stalk. That's usually back up further. So I'm not quite sure what that little thing growing there is. It may never do anything. And I had to Mickey Mouse it a little bit. The blooms were getting to the point where they wanted to land on top of the fish tank hoods, so I propped them back up in the air so that they could finish blooming. And the other one on the other side has decided to open its first bloom. Oh, that's not what I want. Has decided to open its first bloom. Okay. It is not gonna refocus. Probably that stupid ceramic jellyfish that I've got lit up. Okay, turn jellyfish light off. Oh. Back off of it a little. There we go. There's its bloom. First one to open this year. So there's a lot of work to do there. And then, yeah, I turned the jellyfish off. So that's what that one's doing. This thirsty thing definitely needs to be hydrated better. But yeah, it's growing something there. Oh, sorry. I was looking at the plant instead of the screen. I don't know what it's doing, but it's doing something. And then down here on my purple Phalaenopsis, we don't have many leaves on that plant back there. We don't have one flower spike. We have 2. because the little plant that only wants to have one leaf, and see, I'm going to lose that leaf. I'm just waiting for it to come off, and there'll just be one. I was afraid of that. Told her she should work on growing leaves, but instead there's a spike coming out down there. So this one, it looks like, is going to have 2 spikes open at once. Wouldn't that be cool? I think so. And, yeah, it has crossed my mind that it's going to bloom with only 1 leaf. But that's what it wants to do, so we're going to see if we can do it without losing the plant completely. Really tempted to separate them, but I also really want to see that first set of blooms on the one in the back. So, I can try to multitask. Keep the spike, keep the plant. Okay, talk to you next time.